You are what success looks like. Company in the country, and I am the number one success speaker in the world. So listen, we were late today, but today first day of school. I forgot about that. I forgot to tell y'all that yesterday. Today was first day of school for my little people. I got a third grader now, an eighth grader, and a ninth grader. What? A ninth grader, eighth grader, third grader. So I got to see them off to school, and you know, it's good. So it's first day back to school, and then my ninth grader, her first day back to school is next week. But we got a chance to see them off to school, so I apologize for me. I was up running around. I went from one location to see my little man at 6:40 get to school, and then drove another 20 minutes away to go see my daughter go to school. So it's first day of school. This is my daddy thing. I'm so blessed that I'm able to in 14 years, knock on wood, I haven't missed any first days of school. Right? That's a blessing. The little things, right? It's the little things that's a blessing. So I'm blessed to be able to do that. So, family, the title of this message is never ever. Never ever, never ever, never ever. And I'm gonna just give you some things that you should never ever do that I learned through my life. And I'm gonna try to hit them. I thought about them last night. I'm trying to hit all of them, and hopefully they help you, right? Number one, never ever, ever, ever sign a contract under pressure. Like if you go to a car dealership and they say, oh, you got to get this car right now, and if you don't sign right now, you gonna miss this deal. The car gonna be gone. Never ever sign a contract under pressure, right? If it don't feel good to you, don't do it. If it don't feel good to you, don't do it. So never ever sign a contract under pressure. Because you sign that contract, they trying to rush you. They say things like, if you don't get it, you're gonna lose this deal. Then you miss out, and you're gonna miss out, and blah 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 blah. Always say no. I'm not gonna do it. So never ever sign a contract under pressure. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Number two, and there is no rhyme or reason to this order. It's just how I'm getting it. Because I thought about it last night, and I'm just giving it to you how I gave it to you. And I know I got to do the prayer. I just want to let y'all know. But never ever, ever, ever succumb to ultimatums. Never ever succumb to ultimatums. Like if you don't do this, I'm gonna do this. If you don't do this, I'm gonna do this. Never ever succumb to ultimatums, because my always stance is do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. Because what happens is, or number two, number three, don't succumb to ultimatums. Don't succumb to hostage situations. Hostage situations, and they like would be 2A, two, and then 2A. But a hostage situation is somebody saying, well, if you don't do this, I'm not gonna do this. You know, you, don't succumb to that. Let them do what they're gonna do, because if it's already in their heart to do, they're gonna do it anyway. The three one is never succumb to hostage situations. Well, if you don't do this, I'm a air you out on this. That's the hostage slash blackmail situation. Well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna air you out on this. I'm gonna tell people you did this, or I'm gonna do it. That's always my stance. My stance is always do what you got to do. Y'all see I'm representing Miami Dolphins today. Do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. Cause what you know, what you don't want to do is, I don't care what the blackmail is. I don't care what you done. Excuse my vernacular. It don't matter what you done did, what you done. But the moment you succumb to a situation where somebody can hold you hostage and have you operate in fear, they got you. So if you ever walked up to Dr. Abraham and say, "Well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell them what you did." Tell them. I tell them first. I'm gonna tell them because if I let you have me in fear and have me held hostage, then you're gonna hold that over my head forever. And so you don't ever want to put in a situation that you're gonna have somebody in fear. Where we at? Number 4, number 5. Never ever beg for somebody to love you. Never ever beg for somebody to love you. If they don't love you, they ain't gonna love you. Me begging you to love me ain't gonna make you love me more. I'm not gonna get on my knees begging for you to love me. So I'm never ever beg anybody. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your daddy. Why don't you love me? It don't matter. They don't love you. Keep it moving. Never ever beg for somebody to love you. Another one. Never ever beg somebody to stay with you. When it's over, it's over. I remember I did that one time. I told you the story. My ex, we was at her parents' house, and I said, "Baby, please just be who you supposed to be. Why you acting like this?" And we had tears in our eyes, and I was sitting there, teary eyed, and she came home and said, "Man, you ain't nothing but a B." Called me the B word, everything. Made me feel this small. So never ever beg somebody to stay with you. Hey, they gonna leave, they gonna leave. Let them leave. If it hurt, it hurts. But don't ever beg somebody to stay with you. I'm talking about some things you should never ever do. Never ever ever do. Um, the next one is never. I say never beg nobody to stay with you. Never beg for no love. Never get into a contract under pressure. Uh, never. What else I said? I'm just trying to roll them down in my Rolodex. I'm trying to give you some things that you should never ever do. Learn from your boy, because I done made some mistakes. I done made some mistakes. Fellas, this for you. Never ever think that you can find love in a strip club. You can't do it. It's not gonna happen. You never gonna find love in a strip club. I don't care how many issues you got going on with your lady. If you go to a strip club to find love, it ain't there. It don't exist. I promise you. It don't exist in the strip club. You'll never ever find love there. I'm trying to give you a couple more, some things that you should never ever do. Never ever do these things, because they ain't never gonna work out for you. And if you know they're not gonna work out, then don't do them in the first place. Don't do them. Uh, uh, um, I would say this one: if you gonna get a mortgage on a house, which they won't allow you to do anyway, but never ever get a mortgage or buy something that you're gonna have a long term commitment to without, listen to me good, without an inspection. I would say never ever do that without an inspection. Oh, another one: never ever take credit when you need it. What? Don't take credit when you need it. Meaning you are in a dire strait, and now you trying to take credit because you think if you take this credit card, it's gonna help you. If you don't have the money to pay for it, don't take it on credit. Ah, boy. Never ever count your money before you get it. Well, I know I'm gonna get a check here, so I'm gonna never ever count your money before you get it. If you ain't got it yet, you ain't got it. All right, never ever count your money before you got it. Don't spend the money before you get it. Never ever do that. All right, I'm trying to give you some things. Someone say, "Well, this success family." I'm trying to give you some things that I know has not worked, has not caused me any fruit, has not helped me be successful. It has not blessed me at all. So never, ever, never, ever spend money before you got it. Right? Right? Um, Never ever walk in regret. Regret is one of the worst feelings you can have. Right? Like you did it, you apologize, everything that you learn and everything that you've been through has helped you be who you are right now. You're not who you are without the experiences of your past. So never ever walk in regret. Oh man, if I had did, if I'd have made that if I'd have made that investment 10 years ago, I'll be rich right now. So now you living your life talking about what you would have did if you would have had 10 years ago. It ain't coming back. You can't get it back. Keep it moving. Keep it pressing. Never ever walk in regret. Never ever walk in regret. I say this, what I learned, never ever walk in fear. The moment you feel fear creep up in your heart, eradicate it, speak against it, and keep it moving. The next one is I don't know how many never evers I'm on, but I'm on one. I'm on one. Never ever go against your gut feeling. If your gut feeling tell you that it's wrong, then it's wrong. Keep it moving. Don't try to justify it to yourself. If your gut feelings tell you that is wrong, your gut feeling is a justifier. It is your conviction. It is the thing that God gave you to help lead you. It is your gut. It's your women call it intuition. Never ever go against your intuition, and your gut is telling you the truth. It ain't lying to you. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. I just felt this wrong. It is wrong. Never ever go against your intuition. Cause God gave it to you for a reason. Um, what other never evers I got? What never evers I got? Ooh, the Lord put this one on my heart. Now I'ma just say it. I'ma just leave it there, cause you know I have my proclivities and I have my issues. So I'ma just lay this one here. But I learned a lesson though. I'm gonna say this one. Yeah, you ain't gonna like it. And and somebody say, "Well, Dr. Abraham, I know your past." Well, you know my past. I got a past. I tell you that. But I say this. I learned from my mistakes. I learned from my issues. Um, you see the pause on me, so I'm about to say something. I would say Lord, you funny, Lord, you funny. Never, ever, never, ever mess with another person's husband or wife. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. It ain't good. It never turn. Don't ever do it. Never ever do it. And so just listen, y'all, you know me, you know my past. So anybody watch this say, well, you were messing with. Hey, listen, hey, I won't do it again. I learned my lesson. We all the Holy Ghost put that on and convicted me too. I grip my heart. Oh man, I listen. One thing I don't do, man, I don't hide from my past. I don't hide from what I did. If I apologize for what I did what I did. I learned from it. I developed and I grew as a man. That's all you could do. You walk around and let people say, "Man, I remember when you was using drugs." Man, that's my past, man. All things are washed away. I'm a renewed person. It ain't see, and not if you did it. It's if did you learn from it. Not if you did it. So you can't bring nothing up on my past because I talk about it quicker than you'll talk about it because I have resolved my issues with the Lord. So, what else I would say? What I would say? Listen, I would say um and I said this and I'm gonna say it again, never ever buy things you can't afford. Oh, never ever think that you can get away from a if it sounds too good to be true, it ain't true type of deal. It ain't true. If it sounds too good to be true, it ain't true. Never ever think that you're gonna get away from that. That is a truth. That is a fact. If it sounds too good to be true, it ain't true. Don't let nobody say fools go. Don't let nobody say nonsense. If it sounds too good to be true, It ain't true. So never ever think that you're gonna get away from that, right? Never ever take handouts. Never ever take handouts. Never ever think anybody's just giving you something for nothing. Everything that they give you has some type of contingency to it. Ah man. Oh man. Look, my big brother said depends. Never ever. I don't know what he's saying depends on, but we'll talk about it after I get off live. Never ever take a handout, right? Never ever take somebody, try to patronize you and pat you on your back. Never ever take it. It. Oh boy. I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say this last one, and I would say never ever go against anything that you know is the right thing to do to please other people. If you know it's the right thing to do, even if it's uncomfortable, do not go against what you know is right just to please people, because what happens is you won't be able to look at yourself in the mirror when it's all said and done. So never ever try to go against your holy convictions that you have within you just to try to please other people, because it's never ever gonna work out right. So family, I done gave you about 15, 20 never ever, never ever, ever, ever that you should not do. Don't do it. Don't get close to it. Don't step on it. Why? Because if you do it, it's never ever gonna work out right. I'm gonna say, well, all things work together for the good for them that love the Lord and called according to His purpose. I believe that. That is the truth. But with all things working out good, you don't have to put yourself in all places in all situations for it to work out good. See, here's the thing. I learned from I had my the reason why I chose to go to college is because I learned from my brothers and sisters that was before me. I looked at what they did and said, okay, well, I don't want to do that, and then I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this, right? I just took a different route, but I learned from because they were the first one to do it. They were out on the limb. We didn't have that much guidance. So my sister said, all right, I'm gonna go do this, and then my brother said, I'm gonna go do this. And I said, well, I didn't like the outcome of that, and I didn't like the outcome of that. But they were just operating just off of sheer trying to figure out this world. Same as me, I'm trying to figure out the world, right? And so and then I went the college route, and then my little sister she went under me and went the college route also, but she's trying to navigate the water. So what I'm saying is all things will work out for your good, but there's still wisdom that you can learn from that you'll say, well, if he did this for me, and all the things I did, all the things I said never ever do, these are all the things that I've done. What? So all the things that I told you never ever do, I done tried it out for you. You ain't got to do it. I'm telling you, I done did it. I, I done did it. I done did it. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to say, hey, should I cheat on my wife? No, I did it for you. Don't do it. It don't work out for you. It messes with your soul. It ain't good for you. Should I go against and get into a contract in fear and feel rushed? No, don't do it. Never ever do it. It'll never work out for you. Should I go try to find love at a strip club? No, don't do it. Never ever do it. Don't work out for you. Should I go against my convictions? No, don't do it. Never ever do it. Ain't gonna work out for you. I done did everything I told y'all never ever to do. I done tried it for you, so you ain't got to try it for yourself. I done tried it for you, so you ain't got to do it for yourself. Everything I told you not to do, I done did it. That's why I always tell y'all, Dr. Abraham is not a choir boy. I love the Lord and I love His people, but I'm not a choir boy, not by no stretch of imagination. I'm not the man who, who did everything right, who don't have no mistakes, who ain't never did nothing. I'm not that dude. I'm not the guy who's gonna be on here talking about I was with my wife for 25 years and it's the only person I ever been. No, that's not my testimony. I love seeing the brothers that do that. I admire them. I think it's awesome. That's just not me. That ain't Dr. Abraham. That's not my testimony. I'm the person to say, man, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I bumped my head so many times. I try to figure things out, and by the grace of God, I'm still here. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that says, you know, God still used me in the midst of my situations that I had, because He know that His Son is really, His heart is really to try to please Him in the midst of my own proclivities and my own issues. I'm that guy. I'm not the other guy. So if you need that guy, the perfect guy who did everything right, who just grind and hustle, just made it, that ain't never gonna be me. I got dirt under my fingernails. I still got sweat on my brow. You know, I still got that. Uh, yeah, there we go. Danielle said, my grandma said, never ever say never because you just don't know in life. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so let me say this. There's some things that I said I would never ever do when I was married and I was saved. When I 18, 19, I said I never do that. I never do that. I never do. And then because of pain and pressure, I found myself doing the thing that I said I would never do. It's life. I get it. Uh, but in the same breath, I'm saying stay away from it to the rest of your ability. If you can stay away from it, stay away from it. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Now, life happens, struggles happen, pain happen. I'm never gonna judge you. Danielle said her grandma said never say ever. Sorry, grandma, grandma Pope. All right, so I'm gonna say this. Um, I won't judge you. I will try my best not to judge you if you did it anyway. But just for the title of the message, never ever, never ever. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it. Those are some jewels that I'm giving you that I'm saying don't do. Stay away from it. It ain't gonna help. Um, and what I learned is it causes more conflict than it does good. But yeah, life happens. We live and we learn and we grow in grace by grace. And that's another thing. Don't judge people. Never ever judge people because you don't know their situation. You don't know their life. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know. You don't know where they came from. So never ever judge people. Never ever make people feel like you judging them because you don't know what they got going on. I'll say this last part. I heard T.I. say this and I thought it was so profound. T.I. the rapper. You know I love listening to rap music. He said, "Man, I've been out here too long for y'all to think that I'm not being authentic to myself." And I thought that was so profound. I said, "Man, that is amazing. That's a profound statement because we've been rolling. We've been rolling for 244 days. Who I am is who I am. This is Dr. Mark Abraham. Sorry, scratch that. This is Dr. Mark Emmanuel Abraham S. Aura. This is who I am. I try to be as authentic with you as possible. I try to be as real with you as possible. I try to open up and show you everything, just so that you can know that you can say, "Hey, man, this brother's not capping with us. He's not lying with us. He try. I just try to be me, so that I can give you what I have, so that you can be successful." Um, and that's it. That's it. That's all I try to do. Try to be as real as possible with you, so that you can have success. Because at the end of the day, what I want to see you do is win. What I want to see you do is win and win big this year. I want to see you make the most money you've ever made before. I want to see your relationships be as prosperous as they can. Because like I was telling my boy this other day, I said, man, you know, without family, without love, without having a home to come to, the money really don't mean anything in my mind. Because all of that has to be true prosperity and true winning and being successful. In my mind, is not one sided. It's being successful with your integrity. It's being successful with your mental health. It's being successful with your emotional health. It's being successful with your finances. It's being successful with your personal relationship. It's being successful with your your physical body. Is being successful with, can I look at myself in the mirror? Is being successful with, do I like what I see when I'm by myself alone? Am I good and am I whole? Or do I need so many distractions that I can't, I don't even want to spend any time with me because I don't like what I see when I look at me? That's what real success is in my mind. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So when I share these things with you, I know I put myself in a vulnerable place when I share my proclivities and share. But again, that's who I am. I'm a man who has experienced life and has done a lot of things in my life. I lived a fast young person's life. It is what it is. And I could pretend like I'm perfect, and I could pretend and be pretentious and say, "Oh well, yeah, no, I've never done those things before." And man, listen, that'd be a lie. I try to just be my authentic self, and I try to be as real as I can with you because I love you, and I want to see you win, and I want to see you prosperous, and I want to see you thrive in everything that you do, right? And so that's the thing. And so I'm never asking you to be this vulnerable, but I'm doing that so that you can say, man, yeah, all right. Cause it's gonna be some brothers. It's gonna be some brothers that might listen to this beefing with their lady right now, going to the strip club trying to find love. You ain't gonna find it, man. You ain't gonna find it. The best thing to do is go work it out with your lady. Go to counseling, figure that thing out. Cause if you going in there, let me say this: you go to a strip club or you go someplace just trying to feed your ego. It's like having a volcano erupting and you trying to pour water on it to fix the problem. A cup of water. It ain't gonna work because some of the soul issues that we're having, they might stem from your mom, they might stem from family, they might stem from other things, and then your significant other, your wife or your husband, is the catalyst that's causing that thing to come up. And you think it's just them, but actually it's some stuff that you have in your past that you never dealt with, unresolved pain, unresolved hurt, and then you looking for to be self actualized, like you looking for the flesh to be pleased in those areas, and it can't. It's not a flesh issue; it's a soul issue. And but we go to things like we go to alcohol, we go to marijuana, we go to the club, we go into those places trying to fill a hole within, and that hole needs to be filled with healing and deliverance and really that real work that needs to happen. And your significant other might just be a catalyst. But the reason why they was a catalyst is because you didn't know, because you got together with people so young that you weren't whole when you got into the relationship at the first place. And because you weren't whole in any relationship, it could be your relationship at work, it could be a relationship at school, it could be a relationship with a significant other. Any relationship can trigger your insecurities and trigger your trauma from the past, and you don't know why you've been triggered. But instead of you doing the work to actually get the healing and the deliverance, you go out and try to, or we go out and try to find answers in the world, and only to our detriment, only to my detriment. I thought as a young man, hey, what you have to do as a young man is, you got to try to. That's why I try to tell my son, listen, you can't try to let everybody be your girlfriend. You can have friends. I'm teaching him that at 7, 8 years old, cause ain't nobody taught me that at 7, 8 years old. Only thing I knew is what we learned in the streets. Everybody you see, you got to try to knock it down. That's what make you a man. That's how you get your. That's how you feel good about yourself. That's what we were taught. So don't judge me. That's just what I was taught down in Carol City of Miami. That's 305. That's what we was thinking. And so if you don't have a man to tell you things different, you don't know no better. It's just life. And so that's why we don't judge people. Because you don't know what they came from, you don't know their background, and you don't know how they've been developed. And I'm not judging anybody on anything they do. All right, family. That's my time. It's 30 minutes. Just that quick. It feel like we just got on. Cause I know some of y'all like, oh, good God, this brother just say everything. Oh my Lord, Jesus. Oh Lord. Sometimes y'all might feel like, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm over here just telling everything. You imagine on the other hand, how My mama, I don't think my mama even come on no more. She like this young man that let me just let him be free. He gonna just say what he wanna say. Mama, I love you, mama. Yeah, I look at it. Oh Lord, what he gonna say? Cause my family be on here too. They be like, oh Lord, what he gonna say? What he gonna say? Danielle be, oh, what he gonna say? What he gonna say? I try to be cool. I try to be I try to be right. But I gotta be real, right? I gotta be real, man. I gotta be my authentic self. Because if I'm not, then it don't work and it's uncomfortable for me. And I gotta get the shackles off me. So I gotta be comfortable because getting the shackles off me, we overcome by the words of our testimony. So you overcome by my testimony. I overcome by my testimony. So what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna be fugazi with you. I'm gonna always keep it real because y'all know me. And here's the thing. I gotta go out when I leave off here. I gotta talk to my brother. I gotta talk to Danielle. I gotta talk to my sister. I gotta talk to all y'all. Y'all know me for real. So you're gonna be like, Doc, you out there capping online? Mark, y'all don't call me Doc. Mark, you capping online? I gotta talk to all y'all. So ain't no reason for me to lie because you actually know who I am in real life. So I just be my real self. So if I come over here and say some stuff like, man, I was just whatever the case, whatever lies I could create, you gonna say, man, that brother capping, man. I ain't signed up for the cap Mark. You know what I'm saying? I signed up for the real Mark, and that's who I am, and that's what makes me different than everybody else. All right, family. That's it. That's it. I love you. I do. I'll be honest with you. I tell you. And there's some people who, man, there's some weirdo creepos who be on here recording stuff. And I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you he wasn't no good. I told you. I told you. He cheated when he was mad. I told you he wasn't no good. Man, listen, you can't say nothing about me, man. I put in a book. I tell the whole world my mistakes, man. I ain't got to tell you. Listen, whatever the Lord released me to say, I say it, man. You ain't got to try to put me on blast. Put the camera up. I say what I got to say, man. Cause I don't want to. I'm not running away from my stuff. I'm not gonna run away from my stuff. Oh, hey, listen. Oh, my bad. I almost went crazy. I'm outside my daughter's house and she ain't got school, and I seen the taxi cab pull up for my ninth grader. Ooh, did y'all see the pause in me? Did you see the pause in me? Oh, I thought I was about to lay the hands on one of these little boys. Oh Lord. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh Lord, my heart palpitated just that quick. I'm sitting here and I seen the taxi cab pull up. Boy, I thought, hey Kayla, I thought I was gonna lay the paws on the little boy. Y'all about to see me on camera going to jail. I got to go, man. I love y'all. This is Dr. Mark Abraham, #1 success speaker in the world. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Know that next week we're going to 5:30 a.m. We'll be at the 5:30 time. That's where we'll be. Never ever. Then yeah, my grandma Pope said don't say never ever. So forgive me, Grandma Pope. But never ever do these things that we talked about today in this live. And if you say you did them, ask God for forgiveness and keep it moving. Love you. Peace.